Good morning and welcome. You are with the Skeinz Diaries. It is Marie here, episode 335. Where's that gone? Good grief. As you can see, I'm in the office today. Why? Because it's warmer in here. It's cold. Welcome to the middle of winter. Winter solstice too. Winter solstice on Friday. Cannot believe it. And I have a confession. I did zero knitting since I spoke to you last. I know, it's very unusual, and there's a very good reason for this, and it is because some people do spring cleaning. I have a tendency to do solstice midwinter cleaning. Why does one ask this? And it's because this is when I do all the pruning, you see, in the garden. So I got a big mixture of jumbo bin in, and it was cleaning and sorting and pruning and all of that good stuff happened on the weekend. Good morning. And so we basically, that arrived first thing Friday, and I have been going for it since Friday morning, filling that thing up, sorting stuff out, going through sort of, I've got a little sleep out and sorting that out. And I mean, you know how we've all got those drawers, those drawers where you keep stuff and stuff just gets fired, and you know that it's there, but after years and years and years of things being fired in there and moved in there and put in there and placed in there, and then it turns into a drawer of mysteries, and then that drawer of mysteries turns into another drawer of mysteries and a cupboard of conundrums and all of those sorts of things. Well, I dealt all of it this weekend. Hadn't done it for many years, including things like going through that cupboard where you've got the basket that's got all the photos in it, when you still used to print photos out, like that was a thing. Do you remember that, printing photos out? Stop it. Who does that anymore? My dad does, actually. A lot of them are from him. But yeah, and so, oh gosh, it was a bit. Margaret's saying she did that a few weeks ago. So you're feeling my pain, right, Margaret? And it was crazy. And then you start looking at the photos and you think to yourself, oh my gosh, when did the children grow up? Especially my youngest, who was just many of you I know have met my youngest son, because he often comes to knit August nights. And for those that have met the youngest son, he is very gregarious and very chatty and just a very gentle, happy, peaceable child. And he has always been that way. I swear, he arrived into the world smiling. Well, he did actually. He arrived face up. He was posterior. So he literally welcome to the world, faced up, looking at the stars with a smile on his face, because that's just pretty much how he rolls. And just looking at all, particularly photos of him, because he was just this beautiful, gentle, happy child. And now I look at the 6'3", nearly 6'4" sort of monstrosity I have now, and you think, oh my gosh, where have those years gone? And you look at these images and you think, that only felt like yesterday. I need to realise it was 15 years ago. That's where I've been at over the weekend. So that actually meant no knitting at all. And I had a little bit of stuff to do for the side gig, the other job. And so I was doing that in between. So between that and that, no knitting. Good news is, though, as I see Delene's here, and then of course I've got this cowl on. I haven't even got my other cowl that I can show you, that I finished, of course. And because as soon as the husband saw that it was finished, because it matches his favourite possum hat, same yarn, he snaffled that sucker, and it was so cold over the weekend, he literally hasn't taken it off. He is so happy with it. So I had to go and dig out the original rib beat cowl. And I've gone and made this new one slightly smaller, so it actually sits a little higher up than this one. And yes, Delene, bless her heart, whipped out a couple of those cowls over the weekend just to make sure that, my maths was working. And with what she shared with me, I hope you put those. I haven't even checked, Delene, to see if you've put those into the speakeasy, because what Delene used, I think, what was it, Southlander and a strand, double-stranded Southlander with a strand of brightly coloured dyed kid mohair. They look amazing. They look so freaking cool. So freaking cool. So I'm really happy with that. So one of my jobs today, actually, with any luck, is I might actually just get that written up quickly, because it's seriously the world's easiest, fastest, whip that sucker up in a absolute blind minute cowl, which is perfect if you're needing to do gifts or teacher gifts or something quick and warm for wearing around. So and I haven't, because I wanted it one in Gaia, but I know that it's going to be okay in Gaia, and I know now that it's going to be great in double stranded, because Delene's gone and given it a bit of a test drive for us, and it looked amazing. So yeah, so that's hopefully on the board, Miss Ford, today. Oh, Delene's just saying, yes, she put them in the speakeasy. So if you want to go and check those out, jump into the speakeasy and have a look. So Delene's got and posted those up there. Today, I'm all possumed today. Look at this, I'm double possumed. It's like double denim, double possumed. I'm double possumed today. So I've got my Nanil Chick Swancho on, and actually I put it on this morning, looked at it, and I thought, I really should knit another one of these, because it's actually a really jolly good pattern, and I like it, and it's easy to wear, and it's comfortable. So this one, of course, is my one in Sockmatician. So if you were somebody who picked up the Sockmatician that was on sale for $6.95, which finished yesterday, there you go. The baker and the chapel was in there. You could do something different in the green. The other thing too, if you really like the look of this, that you could do is the Flight Naturals, which is on sale today. You could do a completely natural swancho. That would actually look quite impressive. But yeah, this has been in the shop, hanging in the shop for years, and I've now it's come home, because obviously we're nearly through with these colours. So that's what happens when I knit the samples. You see, they will go in for a period of time until we don't have it anymore, and then I bring them home. So yeah, so it was actually so nice to do this. And this is a little bit of Gothic from back in the day. I know, delish. So yes, lots of possum going on. But as I mentioned, Flight Naturals. You guys, I know, love Flight Naturals. We've only got it on for today only, so you're going to have to get your skates on this today only, Monday 24th of June. That is the only time that you can get it. So yes, so do make sure you do that. And we've got both DK and light, so that's the other good news. And I just grabbed some samples. I'm going to show you this one first, because this one uses it with the just a little bit of Southlander for a wee bit of colour work. Look at that. So this one is Little November by Jessica McDonald. So this uses Kokako, Falcon, and a little bit of Southlander Loganberry in the top. Kiwi would also look great in this, but it just shows you that you can actually use a little bit of Southlander or Highlander in there if you want to add a little bit of colour. The only thing that you need to watch if you're using Southlander for colour work when you're using the Flight is Southlander is hand wash only, even though the rest is machine wash. So if you are putting Southlander in for colour wash, it will make colour work. It will make the garment hand wash. So do be aware of that. But just gorge. And of course you don't have, I mean, if you want to, you can actually put in a normal Flight in there if you wanted to, and that will continue to keep it superwash. But that's absolutely lovely. This is made for a teenager. That's teenage size. I really like this. We have these done for a kids range. Again, these are all done for kids sizes. So this one is called Snowflake. So this is Tin Can Knits. You may actually recognise that, Snowflake. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Lovely little bit of lace work at the top, but they work so well. And these, I mean, they just look fantastic. I mean, the last one, I think this is Bobby. This one is so freaking popular, honestly. Yeah, Bobby. Holly Stevens. Talk about back in the day. I mean, there are so many of these designs that were massive. Like when we first started Skeinz, these were the designs that was, the New Zealand designers. Holly had a large family, and she wanted had designed a hoodie that she wanted for her kids to be able to wear. And It is. I tell you what, Holly, this has, I don't know whether you're doing much designing anymore. I don't think you are actually much in the knitting front anymore. But the one thing I will tell you, Holly, is that Bobby has stood the test of time. It's great. It looks great. It wears great. This is the largest sizing. I think we've done this one to 28 inch. Yeah, I think this is at the top end because she, so that'll do a small adult. And it's just, so we had that in the shop. I cannot tell you how many people were like, oh, we want that. It just is wicked. It is, yeah, brilliant. So I really, really, really can't emphasize enough that you need to get in and get onto that today, because it's only on for the day. And then tomorrow we have something whole new for tomorrow. Tomorrow there's 2 yarns on tomorrow, both the same weight. One of them's a 50-gram ball, and we're just clearing it out. It's a remnant left over from the Epic sale, and it's going out cheaper than what it was in at Epic sale out. And then the other one is one of your absolute all-time favourites. So that's tomorrow, so you need to look out for that. Kathy's saying flight would make a good, lovely calypso, either with a solid yoke or using the pulse. Totally. And actually pulse, oh my gosh, pulse with Flight Naturals looks incredible. It does really great colour work, and it's lots of fun and keeps everything in the superwash space, really. So that is always a really good option as well. So yes, I've just made sure that everything's all loaded up for the week. So today's flight, tomorrow you'll love I called it Tuesday, as in Tuesday, like Tuesday. So Tuesday tomorrow, 2 yarns, both the same thing. Needs afterpay. Okay, Delane, yes, we know. Okay, you practically have to, we're in the process of doing this at the moment, the afterpay. We have been working on the afterpay registration for over a week, and you practically have to sign away to the devil your firstborn child to sign up to afterpay. It is not actually a straightforward thing at all as a merchant, and we're in the process, hopefully. Let's put it this way, we tried to do it at this end. We had to bump it up to the next, to our accounts lady. It was even, she couldn't do it, so we've had to bump it up. Literally, the general manager is getting us signed up for afterpay at the moment, and it is a pain, and it is not easy. It is not easy, and it's because we're a company versus a sole trader or anything. It's a real monumental arseache. Way worse than lay-by. Lay-by actually was easy in comparison. So afterpay, not so much. So it is a work in progress. We are working on it. But as I said, yeah. I know that there were emails firing back and around from the general manager this morning on it. It is, yeah, it's certainly a thing. We are working on it though. So trust me, it is hopefully going to happen this week. So that's what we're working on. Yeah, so tomorrow we've got same ply, 2 different yarns. So in one of those, yeah, it's going out at a really smoking hot price. The following day, again, 2 yarns, and they're what I call the peas and carrots, because they go together, peas and carrots. And just to give you a little hint, I talked about the double stranding. Well, think double stranding, so peas and carrots, double stranding, there's your hint. And they're both those yarns are going out at the same price, which means that one of them, it's nearly half price for it to go out at the same price. Then the following day is one of our perennial favourites on the following day, and that's going out again at a price better than it was at. Was it in, it may not have even made Epic Sale, but it's the cheapest it's gone out for quite some time, actually since a Stitch in Summer 2 years ago, might even be 3 years ago. And then we've got all through Matariki weekend for 4 days, 3 days. We've got something going on, so there is something happening every day until Sunday. That's kind of cool. Until the end of the month, because it's the end of the month, isn't it? Sunday, 30th. Good grief. Where does that go? And then we're into July. The whole year is just romping away on us. All right, I'm going to let everybody know. Yes, and I will let everyone know too once if. Well, I'm going to be positive and say that afterpay is going to happen. I will pop out something to let people know that that has happened. So hopefully that will happen quite quickly. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Oh, and then on Thursday I can tell you all about what's going to go on for the weekend. Woohoo! All right. Until then, you guys have a great weekend. Oh, great week. Great week. It's Monday. And hopefully I would have done some knitting by then. And I'll talk to you all on Thursday. Take care.